So I'm going to try to listen to Liv's aura.
What color am I projecting onto you?
It's spinning again. You're projecting a lot of things, but you're trying to project one thing.
Uh-huh.
I feel like you're trying to project pink.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But it's what?
Yellow.
Yes.
You're good at this. Because I'm like, I don't know if you're trying to project pink because also you just ooze pink sometimes.
I do. It's one of my...
Oh, I'm next to you. I am going to start oozing pink because I am next to you.
Hi everyone, I'm Liv, and this is Em, and we're your Meta PsycKicks. Last week we talked about aura...
Layers.
Cakes. Layers.
Auras are cakes.
Cakes.
Go check out that
Ogres are like auras. They have layers.
This week, we're going to be talking about how you perceive auras. So that's gonna get into color meanings and do you just see auras?
Oh yeah, rant. Big rant.
Big rant.
It's coming. Well, let's get into what the colors mean. Red.
Red.
Red symbolizes energy, passion, strength, courage, physical activity, creativity, warmth, and security. A lot of entities. It is also associated with aggression, angry eyes.
So this would correlate to the Muladhara chakra or the root chakra, which is also red. And that chakra deals with like survival and having all of your primal needs met.
So let's go to orange. Orange symbolizes the individual's relationship to the external world, the needs and wants of the physical body, and the ways in which these are sassified, the world of work. And an aura signifies thoughtfulness and creativity.
The way that I see orange is it's like focusing on something that is external, which makes sense because I feel like orange also symbolizes maybe problems that you're having within.
Anxiety.
Yeah.
Is usually how I see orange.
You see orange as anxiety?
Yeah. Yellow symbolizes intellect, creativity, happiness, and the power of persuasion. It is associated with cowardice. What? In the aura, yellow signifies intellectual development for either material or spiritual ends.
Yellow is associated with the navel chakra, which is emotional intelligence. It makes sense because it deals with your emotions and how you perceive emotions, because Liv usually sees yellow as anxiety as well.
Or like,
and it's like
enthusiasm sometimes too.
Well, because it's emotion. So a lot of people are usually overwhelmed by their emotions, whereas some people are overjoyed by them.
Got it.
Yeah.
Moving on to green, which is your heart chakra, supposedly. Green symbolizes money, luck, prosperity, vitality, and fertility. A lot of entities. It is also associated with envy. Green is the color of healing. It is beneficial in all healing situations. In the aura, green signifies balance, peace, and often indicates ability as a healer.
So for us, green symbolizes physical love, so it is conditional love in the sense of like, you need to be here in order for me to love you. So that's why a lot of people have like a hard time leaving people or have a hard time with like when people die, because they feel as if their love cannot go past that. They're kind of like stuck because they don't understand that love is beyond the condition of being there. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but for us, we think that the heart chakra is actually blue. And when we first did our original chakra video, we argued that we think that the heart chakra is blue, not only because we looked at something that wasn't a westernized version of chakra thought, but also because it makes more sense, because blue is supposed to symbolize expansion, and your heart chakra as blue is supposed to coincide with that love is limitless and it transcends physical boundaries. Okay, blue is the color of spirituality, intuition, inspiration, and inner peace. It is also associated with sadness and depression, aka the blues. In the aura, blue indicates serenity, contentment, and spiritual development. I feel the serenity and contentment when I feel blue. I also do sometimes feel the sadness, but I don't necessarily feel blue.
They're explaining it to me as water. So water is oneness. So there's a whole bunch of molecules within this one being, which is like an ocean. But the ocean can be very calm and peaceful, but it has its moments where it is
turbulent.
Yes. And that is what is perceiving of the emotional aspect, because love has a lot of emotions associated with it, and truth has a lot of emotions associated with it, but it isn't necessarily like depression, sadness, like the absence of love. It is pieces of it.
Purple. Purple is associated with power, both earthly and spiritual. In the aura, purple signifies higher spiritual development.
So you understand spirituality and physicality, and you understand the bridge between it.
White. White is associated with truth, purity, cleansing, healing, and protection. It is a good general healing color for the removal of pain and suffering. In the aura, it signifies a high level of attainment, a higher level of soul incarnate, and the ability to help others.
So a lot of people use white to protect themselves because it reflects everything. So it reflects things away from them. So that's why it is protection. It is also faith, so it is unyielding, it's unmoving.
Gold. Gold represents understanding and luck. Remember, though, that nothing comes from nothing. It is the most powerful healing color, but so powerful that many are not able to stand it initially and must be conditioned to it via other colors. In the aura, it represents service to others. This is my color, guys.
Gold is like spiritually healing, whereas green is more physical healing. So that is pushing love towards physicality versus putting love towards spirituality.
Gold is like sunshine. It's supposed to help you grow and nurture you. Pink! My favorite. Pink represents unconditional love, love requiring nothing in return. It is also the color of friendship.
Unconditional love, but empathetic unconditional love, like we just said.
In the aura, it signifies balance between the spiritual and the material. Because you understand in unconditional love that you love something because it's physical.
Yeah.
But you also love it because you understand that you can let it go. It's more than physical. Brown. Brown is the color of the earth and represents practicality and material success, concentration, and study. In the aura, it indicates down-to-earthness and common sense. This is what I see for a lot of earth signs. It's really funny.
Brown for me is kind of, okay, so brown in color theory is a whole bunch of different colors put together. And that's kind of like putting a whole bunch of the aura meanings together. So I feel like it's just muddied. Yeah, it's kind of like numbing all of those things. You like experience them, but also you don't want to deal with them. So you just
you hold them. They weigh you down like
they're
rocks.
heavy. But it's because you don't want to deal with them.
Yeah, but then
you don't want to process them.
Gray is like the same thing, only you're ignoring all those colors.
Yeah,
you're trying
it's like
to
a
just
dissociation of it.
Suck them all away. So when I see people that are gray, it's like a numbness that is like airy. It's like a lightweight because they're just like, I just want it to go away.
Yeah, it's like static.
Black. Black is the absence of color. It represents the unconscious and mystery. Its visualization can help promote deep meditation. Black also stands for evil, example of black magic. In the aura, it signifies some kind of blockage or something being hidden.
Black is the absence of color, which means it absorbs all of the rays. So that would make sense of why dark entities stick around people, because they want to absorb energy. You're funny.
Okay. Now, what we were talking about the last one was...
how do you see auras? How can I see auras? How can you see auras?
So your auras always change. People said they're linked to your health, which is consistent with like the things that people say, like...
Well, yeah, because people think that there's like holes in their aura, and that's how they can like tell where there's like an issue with them. So if they have like shoulder problems, there'll be like a hole in their aura or a tear in their electromagnetic field, which would make sense because the chakras that are in this like shoulder or whatever would be off. It wouldn't be, the energy in them wouldn't be as strong as anything else.
Got it. They're telling me that chakras are like the nerves in the body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's literally where they're at. It's literally like Naruto.
Chakra is the elemental life energy a ninja uses in jutsu. It's the source of all his power. Now, this energy has two forms. Physical energy, which exists in all the cells in the entire body, all working together. And spiritual energy, the primal source of power, which is intensified through training and experience.
Because in Naruto, they explain the chakra system as like, It goes with your arteries, like it goes right next to them, but it is a chakra system that looks like veins and arteries going through your entire body.
Yeah, but I just think a lot of people, at least in the Western world, don't see that. They've just been told that there's 7 main chakras and there's actually 8.
No, there's
actually
many.
Thousands.
And they probably, a lot of people also think there are thousands, but they just think that they're just like points within their body. Mm-hmm. They're all connected.
Yeah.
Literally like how Naruto explains it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's cute. But people want to know how to see auras, and all the things that I found is like, you just squint a lot. You go into a mirror, you look at yourself, and you don't do anything. You're just like...
Just a big squint.
And then eventually, if you're patient enough, and you're standing in a slightly dim lit room, or a really bright room...
And saying Bloody Mary 3 times, you'll see Bloody Mary.
I forgot we were gonna do that. They say if you stare hard enough in a mirror, you should just start to see like a little outline of color.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because there's a psychological
phenomena that
explains it. And it also explains other things like Bloody Mary instances. People say if you just stare hard enough in a mirror, or if you put your hand up against a very plain wall and stare at your hand for long enough, you should be able to see it. Or another really good one that I like that I thought was funny was you're supposed to rub your hands together really fast and then be like, and see if there's colors in between your hands or coming off of your hands, which I think is...
It's literally just how your brain wants stimulation.
Come here, let me give you an Indian burn. We'll see what type of colors go
out.
So the thing that I have a problem with this is when people want to see auras, everyone's go-to that I have found is that you're supposed to clairvoyantly, and if you don't know, watch our clair videos. It tells you what different clairs there are.
Psychic seeing.
Psychic seeing.
Yes.
Is that the only way people can perceive auras is clairvoyantly, or seeing it in front of you, which is not at all of clairvoyance. Clairvoyance for me as a mental medium is seeing things within my mind's eye, as well as seeing things out in front of you. So I think it's hard if everyone says, I want to see auras, and then someone tells you, you just have to squint really hard. What if you're blind? I am blind, guys. Look at this. Are you kidding me? I could stop a speeding bullet. So that really limits what people feel like they can do to see auras. And it's not just all clairvoyant. Because as a psychic medium, when I see auras, I don't see them by squinting at Em's head really hard.
She doesn't see them around me physically.
No, I mean, okay, sometimes when I see ghosts or spirits, I can sometimes see them a little bit. It's like a small snapshot that I actually see with my physical eyes, but everything else is mostly over here in my mind's eye. So when I see auras, I see them very similar to that. Sometimes, like when you walked in here, because I told you how the energy in the house feels funny today, and you were like, what's my aura today? What's my aura? What's the name? You auras. I saw that...
Read me like a book.
That the colors were different, and I saw it for like a snap second around your arms. And I've seen auras and readings with people where your aura is different depending on the body that you have. So right now your hands, so it's the things that you're touching or that you touch the most, is the yellow and the green. And it's not necessarily things that you physically touch, but things that touch you, because hands are touch. So the things that are touching you right now are green and yellow. So that
or readings are interesting.
Explains a little bit about it. So it's not necessarily something that I'm seeing around you. I can see things in people for different areas of their body. So your feet are
Do I have any tears in my aura field?
See, I don't understand tears because
I talked to you about this once. I had one that's on my right stomach side. I had one right here, and now it's better.
Do you have one on your left-hand side?
Right there. Is it there now? Well, I don't know if I can do that. What does it look like?
It doesn't look like anything.
Why?
We're talking about how clairvoyance is not necessary to perceive auras.
Well, what does that tell you is what I'm asking. Like, what does that mean?
I don't know. It can mean a lot of different things.
God.
So I just want to talk about how auras don't have to be perceived clairvoyantly. They can be perceived other ways, which I think is very interesting because what we said at the beginning of this video is that auras are just the electromagnetic frequencies that your body puts out frequencies are not only things that allow us to see visual wavelengths of light, hence colors, but frequencies can also be auditory because sounds are frequencies. So you may be able to tell people or get information about people's auras clairaudiently.
So it would be a low tone for like the darker colors and a high pitched tone for the higher colors.
Yes.
Interesting, because I do perceive that, but I just didn't understand what that was.
There's also types of synesthesia that are auditory. There's also types of synesthesia that are sensory. So you can also perceive auras clairsentiently. So clairsentience can be physical feelings as well as emotions. Now, frequencies...
that's a lot easier.
Frequencies can be perceived through physical objects, like radios, hence why I'm a medium. Because I'm only intercepting the frequencies in which souls exist, and they manipulate those frequencies using the different tools that they have available in me, which would be my clairs. That's how they manipulate me to give information. So you can also perceive auras clairsentiently. Now that gets into the tears. Tears can be not only emotional, but they can be physical. So if you see tears clairvoyantly in someone's aura, you could also perceive them clairsentiently. For example...
By actually feeling them in your body.
Yes.
Wait, do you feel the tear in my stomach? Ah.
Yes.
What does it feel like?
I feel like there's a pressure right here next to my hip bone. I don't know what that's for. It could be either medical or it could also be emotional. I think it's a little bit of both. Because we've been talking about babies a lot lately.
Interesting. I feel like that is the side that always hurts when I walk.
Your left hip?
Yeah.
Yeah, you carry a lot of trauma in your left hip, and I don't know why. We've covered the different ways that you can see auras. Clairvoyantly, either physically in front of you like everyone on the interweb says. I mean, if you really want to go like squint at yourself in the mirror, go for it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, that's okay. That's what I'm trying to get at, is that you don't have to see auras clairvoyantly or out in front of you with your own eyes.
But
you can do it different ways.
Now I think I can see your auras because I'm listening to them.
Yes.
Your aura, I feel like, is green and orange. There's like, and purple. It's weird because it's like
songs.
Yes.
Yeah.
But green was the first thing that came up.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking at a lot of material things in my life right now.
Yeah, makes sense.
Uh-huh.
What is orange is creativity.
Or anxiety.
Oh, well, you have yellow too.
Mm-hmm. But again,
but the yellow is high vibrational.
Yeah, I'm trying to do a lot of things.
Weird. It makes it a lot easier. I feel like I need to add audio to everything that I do. It makes it so much easier.
But it doesn't even have to be audio that's there. It's a frequency, so you can feel it. So I gave a reading a couple weeks ago, and this girl, or my client, had a spirit guide that communicates with her clairaudiently, but also in a clairsentient way, because again, sound is just frequencies, and sometimes when you have your radio turned up enough, you can feel the bass in your chest, right?
You're right.
Frequency.
Yes.
So that's a clairsentient interpretation
they all
of
flow
audio
into
things.
Each other.
Yes. So I'm just trying to tell people that you don't have to see things. You can see or perceive the holes in someone's aura clairsentiently, just because someone sees it.
Or you can just know them.
Yes, because there's claircognizance.
I wonder if you can smell them. Smell colors.
I don't know.
Taste colors.
I'm sure that
you could definitely taste colors.
For sure. I'm sure that there's clairgustance and clairalience as well, just like synesthesia. It's just psychic synesthesia.
Yeah.
So that's just one of the really important things that I want to cover in this, is that everyone says that you can see auras clairvoyantly, but that is not the only way that you can perceive auras. Please don't let other people do that. And we really like to say in our videos that the people that will be able to help you the most with your psychic abilities are you, someone like Em, because this is literally how we figure stuff out like this, is because...
It's because we talk about it, and then our spirit guides are like, it's because of this.
Yeah, even when we're wrong, they'll catch us.
Yes.
And
that's why it's different between, like, someone coming in and teaching you, where it's like, this is how it is, where you're just talking to someone trying to figure it out with your spirit guides.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the thing that can hinder you the most is letting people tell you what they think. So take what we say, obviously, with a grain of salt. We don't want people to do whatever, but we also don't want you to feel can find in spirituality.
But what's really exciting is on Halloween, we're going to be opening a Patreon so that we can give you that person to talk to.
Yes.
Also, we're going to be offering some exclusive services, which would be our aura services. That is going to be just open to our Patreon tiers. So if you would like an aura, you want to do aura and wing or aura separately?
I guess we could do separately.
Okay, so we're gonna have aura readings, we're gonna have wing readings, and we're gonna have spirit guide readings where we draw you a picture of what it looks like and then tell you kind of like psychically what that means to us. And those are very much only going to be offered to our Patreons. And that's gonna go out on Halloween!
It's gonna be fun.
Excited.
Launching Patreon on Halloween. It's gonna be great.
It's
and we're
very
gonna
on
have
brand.
Meta PsycKicks pen pals.
Yes.
It's really exciting.
So, if you guys liked this content,
make sure to subscribe, click the notification bell so that you get notified every time we post a more spoopy, funny, obnoxious shiznit, guys. It's
also,
great.
if you can perceive auras,
Ooh,
let us know what your aura is or what our auras are.
Yes.
It'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Also
tell us how you perceive auras.
Yeah, that'd
if
be
we
cool.
just blew your mind and you're like, oh my god, I didn't know that I could do this.
What did you guys learn?
Oh. Yes. It's great. Em learned that she can hear auras.
Yeah, I learned that it's easier for me to hear auras than to see them.
Yeah, I'm sure it's very much like a humming.
Yes.
Because I can feel it.
Because I can determine the different sounds based on how high vibrational they are. And it's a lot easier than me being like, okay, I like the color pink. Are you pink?
Let me squint at you harder. Em,
Let
why
me
are
squint
you
at you
squinting
harder.
at me? I'm trying to see your aura. It looks like you're trying to poop. I'm also doing that.
So, if you guys are interested in our next content,
It's coming out next Wednesday. We have videos every Wednesday. We have podcasts. You guys want more information on auras?
Yeah, tell them what we're doing.
Going to be talking about more aura stuff like aura photography, how that works. We're going to talk about the Kirlian, Kirlian photography and how that was debunked, but it was at UCLA. Well, it was debunked, but also not debunked.
We're gonna do a lot more Halloween content, so make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, and we will see you guys in the next one.
We are your Meta PsycKicks.
Okay. I also would like to have an aura reading at the beginning of this one.
For you? Again?
Maybe. We can either do me again, or I can try and do you.
Okay.
Okay. I know the look. That gives me a lot of pressure. It's just smiles.
If I make a lot of noise, does it make it different? Can you not hear me?
If you make a lot of noise?
That was a small burp. That was a sad burp. I needed a big burp. You got some root beer? I can burp when I do drink
We
root
do
beer.
have root beer.